Think about what we can accomplish in the first 100 days of a Trump administration. 100 days. 100 days. 100 days.
Some of the very first steps of the transition of power, including the immediate change of the White House website. It no longer includes an LGBT rights page.
The president took the first step towards repealing and replacing the Affordable Care Act.
We'll begin immediate construction of a border wall.
Donald Trump's executive order barring refugees from 7 predominantly Muslim countries.
Expected to announce his nominee to fill the Supreme Court seat.
Judge Neil Gorsuch, ultimate representative of the late Justice Antonin Scalia.
Trump transition team. His first picks are being criticized.
Controversial Education Secretary nominee Betsy DeVos.
President Trump rescinded the Obama guidelines on transgender.
This issue was a very huge example of the Obama administration's overreach.
Senator Jeff Sessions, his AG.
A marriage should be defined as between a man and a woman.
Republican Congressman Tom Price, Secretary of Health and Human Services.
Supreme Court ruling that it's constitutional doesn't mean that it's good policy.
Trump has tapped Ben Carson to be his housing secretary.
You think being gay is a choice?
Absolutely. Deal with the transgender thing somewhere else.
The U.S. Supreme Court will not make a ruling on the case of a transgender teenager.
President Trump has signed his new executive order, the new travel ban.
Of a controversial move by the Census Bureau.
Shooting down multiple requests by lawmakers to include sexual orientation and gender identity on the 2020 census.
State Senator Mark Green, Donald Trump's pick for Army Secretary.
Green sponsored a bill that allows companies to discriminate against their LGBT employees.
I don't think there's ever been a president elected who in this short period of time has done what we've done.
Well, this is going to be the largest mass mobilization that any new administration has ever seen on their first day.
In D.C., this was the scene on Inauguration Day. The next day, the Washington Mall packed with even more people, demonstrating on President Trump's first day in office.
I knew I could not sit at home.
I think we need to be active, not just today, but for the next 4 years.
People turned up all across the globe in places like Sydney, Paris, even Antarctica.
President Trump's executive order banning refugees and travelers from 7 predominantly Muslim countries has sparked daily demonstrations. Washington State issued a temporary restraining order effectively halting the ban, and the State Department reversed its cancellation of some 60,000 visas that were revoked.
The Human Rights Campaign promising to continue their protests alongside other progressive minority groups.
The Human Rights Campaign have already come out tonight opposing Gorsuch's nomination.
We cannot afford a justice who will roll back our rights and who will be a rubber stamp for Donald Trump's unconstitutional and un-American actions.
LGBTQ people have a fundamental rights protected by the Constitution. We need a justice who recognizes our basic equality and shared humanity. Judge Gorsuch has never met this bar.
800 parents of transgender kids sent a letter to President Trump. This comes after the Department of Justice decided it would not defend Title IX.
It's a human cause. We love our daughter. We are out here because we have an obligation to make sure that she has a healthy life.
We will stand with and protect trans youth. No matter what happens, no one, not even the government, can defeat a community so full of life, color, diversity, and most importantly, love.